By the way, I see y'all keep saying academics. You can't cover this without mentioning Kendrick. I'm not only mentioning Kendrick. I'm mentioning 50. I believe that 50 and Kendrick are creating an environment that is encouraging witch hunt for rappers, and I think they both know that the culture as a whole is a glass house, and also because we're now at a level where hip hop is the most successful it's ever been. You're encouraging people who are just going to try to just throw a stone to see if they can hit something. And for me, I think that's dangerous because it's only a matter of time before it gets to your doorstep. And it kind of got there already for 50 with his baby moms. But just watch and see. There is nobody who should be sitting on a soapbox in hip hop. That's my thinking. Nobody should be on a soapbox. So when I start seeing people do soapbox shit, I'm like, oh, well, your shit's really that clean, huh? Okay. And Kendrick is doing it. And 50's doing it. I'm telling you that. Now, I think 50 is very smart with his shit. He goes. And once it gets, like, once the criminal shit went too crazy with Diddy, he fell all the way back. You ain't notice he started, like, he even one time posted, I don't know if I believe all this shit, because it was so many lawsuits coming. And now he got to probably think about his own mortality, right? Let me see if I can post. So 50 posted some shit just now. Did he delete it? Nah, he posted one but deleted that shit. He posted one. Oh, shit. 50 posted one of Jay at this thing. I'll post it on my burner real quick. Actually, I'm not posting it on shit because I know Alex Spiro looking like don't do nothing that's not out there. But I got sent it. But apparently, this thing where Jay-Z and them is at this premiere, he reposts this and captions it and says, let me see what he says. At least on the version that was sent to me. He says, Jay said, they said oh my God. Yo, Grand, this he legit posted this, right? Like, I got to make sure. I know that nigga, what's his name, is watching. So I want to make sure I'm all the way accurate, brother. He says on the Academy Twitter. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right, this is a screenshot. All right. Make sure this is from him. It says 2 minutes ago, and it says, they said I rapped a kid. I guess they were saying raped a kid. Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mustafa. Is he writing this caption like this is Beyonce? Yo, no. Oh, no, he says, Jay said, Jay saying to Beyonce and his blue. Yo, they say I raped a kid. Yo, everybody get dressed, man. We finna go see Mustafa, man. Fuck that. Holy. God damn. All right. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna give some grace, man. I'm gonna give some grace, like to Jay. I'd be vile and foul to be like, no, he can't pop out with his family. This was probably planned already. Obviously, if he was canceling appearances, going into hiding, that would look even crazier, right? I think that would look even crazier. Why you say Mustafa? Ain't it Mufasa? Who knows Mustafa? Let me ask y'all a question. Why do you think 50 does this? Do you think 50 really hates these niggas? Or he wants to see them fall? Or do you think he's jealous? Or do you think this is just him? Some people be like, yo, that's Boo Boo from Southside Jamaica, Queens. That's how he always give it up. Why do you think he does that? Because if I'm 50, right, I would think you would have a little bit of grace because, yo, bro, like, you know they could come for you, right? They could. What do you think that none of the groupies you fought back on tour on all them G Unit tours when there was 50 niggas, one of them probably isn't realizing that now you're buying up hundreds of millions of dollars in property trying to start a movie company and they know that you about to be up B's again, you don't think that somebody would want to payday from you? Now, granted, I will say, and I think this is the only caveat for 50. 50 has made examples out of people. And by the way, 50 is my inspiration and why, like I told you I had like this frivolous defamation suit, right? So someone is suing me because they said I said something about them on stream. They said I called them a word, right? And they're suing me. And I could have easily resolved it. But it's like 50 is somebody who has taught people, like, yo, if you allow people to think they could rob you, he always say this thing. It's like, yo, he's like, you have to give an example of how people should treat you. So if you tell the neighborhood that this guy could rob you, everybody gonna try to rob you. You gotta show people what it is. And we seen he actually did that with Tia Marie. He did that with mad people. 50 files a lot of lawsuits these days. A lot. 50 filed a lawsuit against WorldStar. 55. Yo, he files mad lawsuits. And with him, the word is out. Even lawyers know, yeah, we're not going to just sue him for some frivolous shit. Because 50 takes the approach, I will lose $1 million to not pay you nothing, and then I'll get a judgment of you wasting the court's time. Get that $1 million and ruin your life. And I will torture you with that. That's 50's thing. Now, he's taking his bumps and bruises. I think he did lose a sleek lawsuit at first. And then he sued his lawyers in that one. But 50 moves around on a litigious level heavy. So maybe that's why he's a little bit more comfortable in doing this. Because he's like, yo, a bitch come at me, she better not miss. Because I'm on some different type of timing. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the stuff, man. Where's that thread I was trying to look for? Keep losing it. Okay. All right, so we play the Nas thing. Then it says, what? Epiphilia seems to be what? Oh, they're just making shit up now, man. All right, okay, that's the end of it. Okay. A few more things on this J thing. I know we've been talking about it for over 3 hours. We're trying to get off of it. Don't you worry. We still have to do Pusha T and Drake and the R.I.C.O. Okay. Oh, I got off stream yesterday before I could get Myron on. If you don't know, Myron is a former investigator, someone who worked for the feds, and I value his insight because every time he breaks something down, it's pretty, he thinks like a fed. Right? He thinks like an agent, right? So he actually tweeted this, and it was in relation to my stream. It says, former special agent take on the Jay-Z rape allegations. It's a must read. It says, if this is true, Diddy might have got the biggest break for his defense. If Diddy has A, this assault on video, as he normally recorded his freak-offs, or B, other witnesses that could confirm this victim's story with corroborating physical evidence, Diddy's defense team can offer up testifying against Jay-Z for leniency, which is huge for Diddy. My suggestion is this. If Diddy has evidence against Jay-Z somewhere, he needs to move fast and ask for a proper debrief. A debrief is where a defendant could admit to their crimes to the feds without being prosecuted, and if the info pans out, they get way less time. Now, remember I told you, based on what he's charged with, he's essentially going to be looking at essentially a life sentence, probably 25 years or more if he gets found guilty, because the feds have mandatory minimums. The only way they could go below a mandatory minimum if he does what's called, if he cooperates, right? That's one of the only ways that the judge could go below the sentencing guidelines. That would essentially, if he's found guilty, the sentencing guidelines would give him life, essentially, right? Because he's 55. Anything, what are we thinking is a life sentence? Anything more than 25 years or anything more than 20 years, right? The average life expectancy of a black male is not 75. Right? So if he's 55, a 20-year sentence is a life sentence, right? So if he's trying to avoid staying in for 20 years and he wants to get out in lesser time, and I do think if there was a possibility of him cooperating, he could probably get maybe even 7 years. 7 years. He's already going to do time served by the time this gets all litigated. He snitched, come out 7 years. or he goes to trial, and if he blows it, he's gonna get at least 20 years, and that's gonna be essentially a life sentence. So I guess that's what you're saying. The feds are 100% gonna talk to this victim, 13 at the time of the rape and almost 40 now. I'm not saying Jay-Z is guilty, but if Diddy has any proof against Jay-Z, he's going to have to cooperate with the feds to avoid a football number sentence and death in federal prison. Oh, wow. Interesting take. Kind of shows that maybe Jay-Z being accused, as I said before, gives Diddy an opportunity to snitch. Now, Diddy's he's too much of a real nigga to snitch, right? Yeah, hell no. Okay. So we're good off of that. All right, I got that off my list. I got these two off my list. I'm cutting them down, chat. Working out here. By the way, thank you if you've subscribed to the stream or if you became a member in the stream. By the way, if you're watching on the Academy channel or the King Akademiks channel, please, could we get to 900,000 subscribers? I know we're not going to get to 1 million. I want to get to 1 million maybe in the first quarter of next year. I'm on the Academy channel. That would be big for our streaming because the Academy, well, not only the Academy, but the King Akademiks channels particularly, is only built off these streams and re-uploads. You know, obviously my main channel, which has like 2-something million, that's built off videos, podcasts, news reports. But the real reason I want to get this to 1 million, it showcases how good our stream is. Like there's no channel I know out that only uses one particular channel or two particular channels strictly for live stream and are doing the numbers we do. So that will help a lot. So if you guys could just hit the subscribe button, you know what I mean? Appreciate you. Okay. What else was I going to go through? Okay, we went through that already. Cut that off. Cut that off. And cut. Wait. No, hold on. Yeah, cut these two off. We did that already. And then, I don't know why this Aaliyah underage thing is popping up again. Okay, yeah.
With Suge during the heyday of...
So, Reggie Wright, who formerly worked at Death Row Records, supposedly exposed Jay-Z for messing with underage girls like Aaliyah and Foxy Brown. He does, like, I don't know if he owns a channel, but he does something called Bomb First. He's mildly entertaining. I watch him at times. He's usually pretty factual. That's one thing I do like about him. Like he's not there to give you jokes and shit like that. He used to be former law enforcement. I think his father was former law enforcement. And when you get people like that, whether it's a Myron or these guys, they kind of keep it really close to what they expect. And usually they're right because they think like a cop. They think like cops. Now, he used to work in the hip hop industry as well. Obviously, you know, on the West Coast, so he has whatever, you know, dealings there. But obviously, you know, that's where some ties and understanding of like some Diddy stuff comes in. And I don't know how much he was close to the Jay-Z stuff, but he has an opinion. And this is what he said. Check this out.
Reggie, when you were running around with Suge during the heyday of the Death Row days, did you ever have any interactions or stories with Aaliyah by any chance?
I'm going to expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage? Y'all forgot about Jay, huh? We only know about Damon Dash messing with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But that ain't the only one that Jay had when she was underage. Y'all remember Foxy Brown and Jay? Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could love you better. But I'm just saying all that to say, Foxy was young then as well. And so, all of these guys and the underage young ladies was running rapid in the 90s.
A romantical thing. It's all right. I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Interesting. Okay. Now again, That's why I can't understand Foxy Brown. Is she gonna? I don't think Foxy Brown is ever gonna like blow the whistle. And anytime I see people half snitching, it's usually, it's like Keefe D saying, "Brother Love, show me some love," right? Like you remember that clip? Brother Love, show some love. Keefe D said that. Here we go.
Heat and stuff, man. Shit, I was getting 300 kilos a month, man. Balling, come around with your. It seems like you just leave your people for dead, man. That shit wrong.
And that might happen when the guy you used to work with that now you start looking around like, damn, he thought he ain't need me no more, but now they kind of looking back at shit that I'm instrumental in. He up $1 billion. I might be only up 1, 2, 3, 4 million. Brother Love, show some love. Right? And that might be like, maybe that's why Foxy Brown's doing that, because it's weird to me. Like, why the fuck is Foxy Brown doing that? Well, you want a couple more million from Jay? Now, granted, here's the thing. If you tell on Jay, or not tell on Jay, but you even make him look crazy, them Rockefeller reunions is a clip for you. All right? That check you usually get from maybe that Rock La Familia or Rockefeller tour, that's clipped, okay?
Wrong, dude. That's some bullshit. That ain't cool, dude.
See, I'm gonna be all right.
Damn.
I own 20 kookaroos.
What the fuck?
21, sir.
Shut the fuck up.
Throw my kids something. Throw somebody kids something. God damn.
I got 6 fucking kids.
God damn.
You know how much money that is to put them through school? You know how many Air Jordan 6 black kids?
Here you go.
Come on, homie. I need something to show us some love.
Black kids wear?
Come on, homie. I need something to show us some love. Mr. Love, I be watching you, dude. I see you popping bottle. Poop, poop, poop.
You don't think people, like, that's the thing about becoming like a billionaire. You don't think other people who don't have as much as you is like, look at this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, I imagine Shine was thinking this all along. All that, like, I'm a politician shit. Yeah, that's for the birds. Whole time he was thinking, nigga, if I ain't go down for shooting in that club, you would have never been a fucking billionaire, nigga. All that Ciroc, take that shit. You wouldn't have been doing that, nigga. You better throw me a real check. That's why Shine said he was tight, right? Look, Shine, Diddy, 50,000. He said Diddy gave him 50K. Look. Shine recalls Diddy giving him 50K. All right. Do I have like a clip of it? Come on. Here we go. Art of Dialogue got it. Let's see if it goes. Don't tell me they deleted. All right.
So there wasn't an instant forgiveness. I got out in 2009. There wasn't an attempt at reconciliation until 2012. When I went to Paris to meet him. And that was the first attempt at forgiveness. But I was still in a place of, he owes me. He owes me his life. He owes me, he's a billionaire. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been a billionaire. If I would have cooperated with.
Foxy might be doing that now. Nigga, you wouldn't be a billionaire if I told him you was fucking me at 15. Who knows? I'm not saying that she's alleging that. But it feels like that's what people claim they want her to say. So I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm trying to figure out a reason. Why the fuck is she like what's up with that?
The district attorney.
But you get to realize when these guys become billionaires, these other people are like, yo, bro, I took that charge. Like, yo, I shouldn't be going through tough times when my man's a billionaire. Like, cut this out. Brother, like, I took a couple of bumps and bruises for you to get there. What's up? Brother Love, show some love.
He'd have went to jail, and heaven knows what would have happened to his career, right? So, that's worth at least a couple $1 million out of the billion.
See?
To his career, right? So, that's worth at least a couple $1 million out of the billion that you're worth. And interestingly enough, one of the things that Cassie alleges in her lawsuit is that when, he would assault her, then he would, take her on shopping sprees. And so I saw that in Paris. He spent like $500,000 like in one day shopping for her. And then, after I left.
She was around back then?
That's 2012.
Oh, 2012. Okay, yeah.
2012.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. That was the first attempt at reconciliation after I got out.
Mm-hmm.
I got out in 2009. And then it took a couple of years before I said, let me reach out. I was actually living in Israel at the time. And, but I felt he owed me something. And so it's like,
Brother Love, show some love.
He probably gave me like 50 racks. And I'm like, you can't be serious. Like, that's 10 years, 50 racks. Like, oh, man.
So that whole 10 years you were in jail, he didn't reach out to you at all?
He came to see me once, and I think I tried to spit in his face.
Okay.
In Rikers Island. So
that's probably why he didn't come back. Yeah.
I didn't want him to come back. I didn't even want him to come see me. I didn't even know he was coming to see me. They just brought me down in the lawyer's office, and
So you did an angry bit.
I really, my life was destroyed, devastated, and I was figuring out how to continue living, buried alive.
Rainbow, thank you for the membership to the King Academics channel. I appreciate you.
And I didn't want anything to do with him. And yeah, there was a lot of hurt and a lot of pain in that. But I wasn't just sitting there. I'm angry. I sat there. I got into my spirituality, got into my Judaism. I did the deal with Def Jam.
$3 million.
Okay, so now we know that. All right, bet. So maybe that's why she's on some shit like that. Maybe she's like, yo, Jay, you owe me some more money. Like, why is she doing that? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. All right, I will remove this off the list. Did I post this? I did post that. Okay. Cool. Now, did you see Peter Rosenberg? Look at this. Peter Rosenberg says the way people have waited for Jay-Z to be accused of something is disgusting, and I applaud the aggressiveness of this response. These things are nothing to play with. Now, I keep telling y'all, there's no horse in the race. I don't hate Jay-Z or anything of the sort, but I am here to call out hypocrisy, right? I also seen this page, which, by the way, why does this page say it was shutting down? I like this page. Joe Budden's clip. It's called Chat Nigga. I like you, brother. You get all the clips I need to play on stream, which I like. You even post my stuff. And I'm glad you... Is Joe Budden trying to take you down? I got to tell Joe to chill, because I like when you post my stuff. It's cool. I like this channel. Okay, cool. What was I trying to get off of here? I was trying to get off of here. Wait, what was it? What did I even click on there for? Oh, well, I guess you didn't post it. I thought you would have posted it. All right, we'll just go to the YouTube. Man, y'all seen the Breakfast Club talking about this shit this morning, man? This shit was hilarious, bro. Now, keep in mind, I just want to remind y'all, everybody said Drake is a bozo for filing the lawsuit. Keep in mind, he ain't sue Kendrick. His lawsuit didn't say, I'm suing because I lost a rap battle. His lawsuit is saying that someone calling me a certified pedophile and it being promoted by my label has made me lose value. And everybody said, man, that nigga's a bozo. He's whack. That nigga corny. Why the hell? Suing in hip-hop? Let's see how they now feel about Jay-Z getting called a pedophile. A certified one. And also getting sued. Let's see. Here we go. This was hilarious to watch today. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chad. Here we go.
Oh, it's been a lot going on over. Actually, last night, Jay-Z was named in a lawsuit. This is a federal
civil
Watch
suit.
this.
This lawsuit is one that we actually talked about before. So y'all
Yo,
remember
Playful Anxiety, think of the 5, gifted.
back in October when Tony Busby filed that like big.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through it that we could get to the relevant shit. I'm gonna speed this up slightly. Here we go.
She was able to get away from the party. Who was a female. So,
Here we go.
You gonna read this whole thing?
We need to.
Okay, let's do
So
it.
it says my lawyer
So they read the whole Jay-Z, suit.
received a blackmail. Seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics.
Okay.
The press and ask questions, fake fit, volunteer their own opinion of like what do they believe? Is Jay-Z a part of this whole thing that that people are beginning to believe
Man,
that
please.
Puff is a part of, or is he not?
But basically, his response is like, "Don't try me, try somebody else." You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the one.
And then what he said about like these lawyers who have these types of theater.
Now, you know what's funny? We got the 2 women talking, and usually when it comes to topics of women claiming that men abuse them, the woke society says you're supposed to believe women. They start off rip complimenting the man. Oh, this is great. I love this.
Theatrics. They have a pattern of doing cases like this. And
Hey, by the way, chat, I hope y'all know I'm not salty. I don't hate Jay. I don't give 2 fucks. But I play this. I'm going to tell you why I play it. Because I play it to memorialize everybody's words. One thing I love about my job, I like to keep shit in the tuck about what you said about that, what you said about this. This is how I expose everybody. Ain't I undefeated versus everybody? Not that I got problems with these people, but ain't I undefeated? You know why? Because I know what you said then, I know what you said now. I know how you acted then, I know how you acted now. It's easy. Once we start getting to war of words, I just showcase you a hypocrite. So that's the only reason why, and that's what I played.
everybody can't sound the same. It's like,
That's right.
they'll call.
Now, I'm saying this because the next time the Breakfast Club report about a nigga getting accused of some shit, I hope Jess Hilarious and Lauren champion the guy fighting back. Don't only champion Jay-Z. Keep it fair.
All you
Underage girl, they was drugged,
Yeah.
raped. Yes.
Yeah. And so I do want to mention too, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this, I said, "Oh, this is gonna if Jay-Z is successful at what he is."
If Jay-Z is successful, they're talking about it like the Drake lawsuit. If Drake is successful at getting at the labels. So that was such a very interesting line. If Jay-Z is successful in suppressing this alleged victim, remember, keep in mind, these are women. So, when I was hearing this morning, I'm like, they just killed this idea of believe all women without saying it. Because they said if Jay is successful, well, that's not how this new age group of people think about allegations. Their thing is believe all women. But finally, we get to get this on record. No, we're done believing these bitches. They're actually saying if Jay-Z is successful, we're done believing bitches. Which I might be like, wait, hold on. I might have to root for Jay. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Is that what we're doing? Hold on.
I do want to mention too, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this, I said, "Oh, this is going to if Jay-Z is successful at what he is doing and he's not backing down, this is going to change the game for a lot of celebrities who get brought into these type of things. True, and if true, they serve consequences for it. But if not true, it's like it just goes away. But these stains are still on your record. You know what I mean? Because he's basically making a precedent for it, right?
Yeah.
So Diddy's team sent a statement over to us, and they basically said this.
Now, I'm having a conversation with myself here, but I just like to, Diddy has 26 lawsuits. Fuck what's going to happen to him if he goes to jail in his criminal thing, which is only at this point based on Cassie. Some of them lawsuits going to get dismissed. It's inevitable. Some of those are going to be proven as make-believe. I know y'all are defending Jay-Z, but should those women who accuse Sean Combs that eventually get their lawsuits being dismissed as frivolous, should they go to jail too? Or do y'all just lump Sean Combs as, he guilty anyway? Because here's the thing. When y'all start standing up, you can't pick one nigga to do it for. Pick all the niggas. Okay? And I'm glad that they're looking at it like this. But my only thing, that's why I'm playing it, y'all can't only say we're going to look at this different this one time. We got to keep the same energy. That's my man Charlamagne's favorite saying. Keep the same energy. Y'all got to keep the same energy now with other men who get accused like this. I just want to see the energy get reciprocated. Let's keep it going.
This amended complaint and the extortion lawsuit that Mr. Busby exposes, because Jay-Z went on and filed an extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that is going to show y'all what we've been saying. Like, this is all just a publicity stunt.
Mhm.
These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long.
This is another thing, and Lauren, you should know this because you're the one I consider educated up there, because I can see you do your due diligence. You do know, at least prior to Tony Busby coming in, half of the lawsuits, or not half, but a good amount of them were filed by one named Tyrone Blackburn, who not sued, but he was actually referred to a grievance committee and also was referred for sanctioning by UMG. If you're saying that if people are doing bullshit, we should be championing somebody trying to hold them accountable, well, maybe not Diddy, but like UMG tried to hold one of the people representing multiple Diddy clients. Why y'all not phrasing it like that? Now, I get it. Diddy's actually charged with actually a crime, right? He's charged criminally. But I just want everybody to keep the same energy, because this is going to be a long show. And just remember sides y'all choose. It's going to be a very long show, chat. You know when I say this, I'm going to buy a crystal ball. I'm going to put it right there. You know when I say this is me, I'm like, hold on. Hold on, I gotta just play this. I gotta put this on my soundboard. Oh shit, I can't find it. Maybe it's this.
About being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. You know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. But I'm not scared of being the competition. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. They have all the assets and resources than we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. All of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front.
No, hold on. I'm trying to play that one clip. Here we go. Oh man, fuck! I gotta find that clip. I need this memorialized too, because this
I've done with every.
This is the best game to play right here. Here we go. Oh fuck! Is it this? No, I can't. Fuck! I can't find it. Okay, maybe it's this.
All of these big dick deviants be exposed. That's all. Hey, man.
Shit.
The truth is the light. I know why they take it the wrong.
Hold on.
Right.
This
Secrets.
Right here.
Information. Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
Yo, Chad, let me tell you this, man. Yo, this little boy that was born in Jamaica, that kind of figured out his way how to get to the #1 rap spot. I've had to collect some secrets, too. It's a few times when I'm saying some shit, just... I've seen the script.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will take.
That's the best part about media. Everybody think I have a big mouth. I tell 1/100th of what I know. This is why half of the niggas who don't like me, they would never dare talk about me. I deal with rappers all the time that don't like me. But they know.
Tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know it.
There we go. Let me ask y'all a question. I want to just throw this in the air. Let me take a shot first. Let me take it. You don't think I know I'm cutting a classic promo? To it, I think you say bitch ass niggas, and then you say academics, and then you, it's like 2 days before, a day before. You say something with open cases. But I do want to ask you this one question, Rhapsody. Take a shot. You signed to Roc Nation. I hope you go up there to the office. Do you ever do that? You ever get up in there in them board meetings? Maybe when they talking about your album? You know who run the label, right? I would love to engage you, and this is what my rap battles, where my rap diss song is going to be at with you. When you talk about people with open cases, you know how many open cases your man's got that run your label that you want? Do you know how many cases that got settled that we ain't hear about, but I know about, even though the NDA is strong? Do you know about, do you know about that there was multiple pending cases that turned into him and his other man's now suing the lawyers that's bringing. We won't hear from Rhapsody for the rest of the year. Rhapsody, by the way, congratulations. You might have got dropped because of that dumb shit. Okay? Me and Roc Nation play a nice little game of chess. It's all good. I love Roc Nation. They love me. We play chess. You a little pawn. Like, I had to threaten the nuke, or really announce the nuke a little bit before. But your dumb ass caused it. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying. I was minding my business. I was just. Wait. I know this ain't a. Roc Nation would never come at me and send this. Wait. Let me check my cap. They know this shit dropping it. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this.
Extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that is going to show y'all what we've been saying. Like, this is all just a publicity stunt.
Mhm.
These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Where they don't have the money to
It happens
fight
all the
if
time.
it's
And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like Charlamagne said, you'll go to the press. They'll make these press conferences. And what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything until you get to the point where you be like, you know what, let me.
Shout out to Envy and Charlamagne. And shout out to everybody on the cast. I like Lauren too. And Jess, me and you're not beefing no more. You're not beefing like that. Because I think you said some, well, not nice stuff about me, but you were like impartial. That's all. You don't gotta like me. Just be impartial when you talk about me. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't that surprised with this whole broadcast. You know, the Roc Nation ball is heavy. It's influenced a lot, and also, of course, it got everybody scared straight. I do understand that, and also, like, I know a lot of people, like, the thing that I remember, I battled this for the first half of my career before I dominated. They used to tell me, because I never was a Nepo baby. When I mean by Nepo baby, I wasn't, you didn't come from that era. You didn't get, because I never got put on. But I always knew it came with a cost. Because there's a lot of people that got put on by Roc Nation or Jay-Z, man. Rappers. Podcasters. Executives. They got to be quiet today. What's my favorite thing? They shamed me for that for the first half of my career. I remember one time being on a Clubhouse. Clubhouse is dead, right? Other than whack shit. I remember somebody said, you just mad. You would never be able to sit in a room with these guys. These are the guys who mattered. You could never be a guy who talked to Hove. These are people who got gifted their spotlight. Today I get online, I pour up some Don Julio, and I'm like,
block right here. This what y'all wanted me in Chicago. This old block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? Niggas ain't outside. It's only 10 p.m. Where the fuck y'all niggas at, blood? Old block right here.
There's power in not being associated with niggas. There's power in also. By the way, I trust me, chat. I'm lit, but I ain't dumb. This is why I said Rhapsody was stupid. Rhapsody. Me and Roc Nation been doing a dance for 3 years. Let me give you. You want me to give you the history? Me and Roc Nation been doing a dance for 3 years. They don't like me. I don't really fuck with them. We used to at one point do kind of mutual business before I started to attribute a lot of things that were happening on them doing weird shit. Okay? Later, they probably started attributing things that they thought I was doing weird shit. Okay? But it's an interesting dance. Okay? I remember Meek Mill had a label over there. I had to tell Meek Mill that his label done cut me like $20,000 in paychecks to promote his artist. And he was like, what? Y'all pay my op? Yes, Meek, you're a rapper. Your budget went to me. Thank you. I spent it amazingly. Okay? That's for some dream chaser artists I never made it. So good. Then I see the mandate come down. One of my people over there, won't mention your name, because me and you did business on the side, because we know. And by the way, the reason why I talk like this, I'm the one-on-one. I work with every label. Wait, should I mention his name? That nigga owe me money? No, you don't owe me money. But there was a guy over there that started, because this is what most of these guys do. They start taking the budget. They work with their mans that got a company, and then they just do the same thing outside. So we started getting money third party-ish. And then I realized that, Meek is upset. So he went up to Roc Nation and caused a stink. Like, yo, y'all paying Akademiks? That's my op. What the fuck? It was good. I don't give a fuck. You're irrelevant anyway. Or your label wasn't going anywhere anyway. Cool. But me and Roc Nation kept pretty good. Back and forth. I liked it. Still like it. And this is going to be confusing for y'all to understand, because at times we still do business. Yes. However, I started to see some of the pressure that they were trying to apply. Pressure that would have had me to either bow or acquiesce to some of the Roc Nation agendas. And I'm sorry, 20, 30,000 is a lot of money, but it's what you think you're gonna control big Akademiks with? It's a Maybach out there. It's a Lambo. Like you can't do that. What do you think you're gonna do? So yeah, I don't give a fuck what you give me. I'm just gonna be me. So a little interesting and got a little bit odd, and I started seeing Roc Nation seemingly weaponize what they got going on. Except they looked at me and they said, all right, bet. You don't want to get down and lay down? Ain't that from a popular movie? Get down, lay down. We gonna do you like them. Here's the problem. And this is why I come on here and grind and I do 10 hours. I don't care if I'm drunk. When they blocked A, B, C, D, and E for me, you said, no, we want Act. We like him. It's our guy. That was all I needed. I've been telling them fuck themselves since then. But it's an interesting dance. Because Rock Nation ain't going to go nowhere. And I don't plan on going nowhere either. So it's kind of like, don't declare war completely on each other, but little pot shots will be taken. Yo, I think y'all might have been involved in the Tory shit. Okay. Then they'll hit back with some shit. I'm like, all right, okay, I see y'all doing y'all thing. Got you. We're playing, I get it. It's part of the game. I've been doing with Rock Nation for a while. Until I seen a peon of theirs. A peon of theirs. Rap City, you don't have the security clearance of Rock Nation saying, we're behind you, go at Act. Because everybody knows you could be irrelevant or not even in the industry. Act has one response. If I can't get at you, I get at your boss. That's always a thing. So I'm going to use you. Who have I done that to? I forgot who was getting at me. I've done that to mad people. If you ever going to come at me, you better just come at me with the full force of what you got. Don't send Rhapsody to diss me. You know what you should tell her? He's a bitch. Ignore him. And I'm cool. I don't care what you say. But when she mentions me, I ain't got nothing of hers to tear down. I got some shit. Okay, let's talk about your boy, your boss. And I'm reading through the shit. I'm like, this shit finna drop and this chick did this. Thank you, God. Rap City, you're a dog. And I want to apologize to you, actually. By the way, I wasn't rapping with you. You know what I said? Put me on the clock. The clock was the amended complaint. I was never rapping with you. Yo, I set it up like that. Yeah, I'm about to. I wasn't rapping with you. No. I knew this was coming. I knew it. That's the ether. Whatever little pressure on you was on, it got quieted down. Or I dare you, and I dare Rock Nation, get back on another podcast and speak about me. And let's get it lit. But they would never send you. You're on the chessboard, you're the pawn. They wouldn't send the pawn to come get me. Nigga, they seen how I moved Meek out the way. Meek was over there with Dream Chasers. Dream Chasers ain't over there no more. If anybody's going to come get me, it's going to be Big Alex Spiro on behalf of Jay. It's never going to be Rhapsody. Let me tell you this. This media game, I've played extreme chess. But y'all could keep believing I'm just out here just running my mouth. I hope you didn't, I know I'm drinking, but I hope you didn't forget where we started with this, right? You're going to read between the lines.
We just paid them off.
people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such that at their young age. It is unfair to have to try and understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world. I want to get to this next part. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
That was a bar you
don't
skipped,
play
though.
with me.
Yeah.
Which one? Go ahead.
My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit.
It was the cheap suit for me.
How you skip the bar? An ambulance chaser?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people responded so much to this. Like, of course, this caused a big back and forth for people, putting out their their own opinion of like, what do they believe? Is Jay-Z a part of this whole thing that people were beginning to believe that Puff is a part of, or is he not?
But basically, his response is like, "Don't try me, try somebody else." You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the one.
And then what he said about like these lawyers who have these types of theatrics, they have a pattern of doing cases like this. And
This morning,
everybody keeps saying the same. It's like,
That's right.
they'll call you
Underage girl, they was drugged, raped. Yes.
Yeah. And so I do want to mention too, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this, I said, oh, this is going to, if Jay-Z is successful at what he is doing and he's not backing down, this is going to change the game for a lot of celebrities who get brought into these type of things. True.
And I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain.
Have we heard from ATL Jacob since he got into it with me? I'm itching. There's a few like, hey, I don't know if Drake played chess, but I could give him a lesson. Have we seen ATL Jacob? I seen somebody say Axe a bitch. I remember it from that it said ATL Jacob went at Axe, and Axe started talking about artists. Yes. If you got some shit to lose because of your friendship with them, don't talk to me. As my man Cat Williams said, I know so many things I shouldn't know.
I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
That's my line.
Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
That's my fucking line.
Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. Tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you.
Either I got it like a, what's it called? A little fortune teller ball, or maybe I could say we ain't gonna see Rhapsody in a while. We ain't gonna hear about no Rhapsody for a little bit. I don't know. It's a guess. But ATL Jacob, we ain't done, right? I know you ain't tapped out. You a real nigga. Yo, Kendrick, you might be right, man. When you said watch the party die, maybe it's the reason why you said act. I think you compromise. Because you know I'm the watch the party guy die.
Rather that, I value that. I'll pay for that. All of these, later and try to tag. That's why I'm saying. That's why I can't let that nobody dirty. Supposed to be doing.
You will tell it.
So if you and a man want to know why would he get blackballed?
Yeah, we good. One more time. After that, I don't.
Right.
Yeah,
oh, because
I was gonna ask you that.
Because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all.
Yo, Chad, let me just tell you this. If ATL Jacob didn't disappear, like, nigga, love you, Future, but.
All know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out.
Okay. Let's move on. Actually, I'm reacting to this, right?
Extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that is going to show y'all what we've been saying. That this is all just a publicity stunt.
Mm-hmm.
These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good.
Remember, ATL Jacob is the reason. Don't blame me.
I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Where they don't have the money to
It happens
fight.
all the time. And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like
Shout out to Envy. He's right.
Charlamagne said, go to the press. They'll make these press conferences, and what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything until you get to the point where you're like, you know what, let me just pay them off and get away from them. But Jay got enough to say, look, I'm going to fight this all the way. Now, Busby, he responded, right?
I was about to say he did, but real quick, I want to say that, I want to say that.
Do part two next.
Okay, because there's some more to this. Because I reached out to the Southern District of New York, who, if it was to go criminal, that's who would take it on, and a few other people. So I want to get into that.
Could they do criminal, or did the time already pass?
I'm not.
I'll answer that for you, Envy. When they initiate a racketeering conspiracy, so Diddy is accused of a racketeering conspiracy. That racketeering charge started in 2008. A lot of times, and even with Diddy, people felt like it was going to go back to the 90s. They started at 2008 because Cassie, her relationship with Diddy, started in 2008. They wanted to go back further. Maybe Keefe D was a key. They've been trying to go back to the 90s. I don't know how I know these things. I know way too many things I shouldn't know. But what they're really aiming for is such a large indictment. It's going back to the 90s. Right now it goes back to 2008. Here's the thing about statute of limitations. Very interesting enough. Well, statute of limitations exists for those crimes, except if it shows that those crimes were part of a pattern of criminal behavior covered under the racketeering. Wait, what does it stand for? I gotta make sure, because we have to talk to some legal professionals. R.I.C.O. Unless it stands for the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. A statute of limitation does not matter if it shows a pattern of behavior. They could charge you here. Let's say I don't know, theft. Let's say the statute of limitation for that is 5 years or 7 years. If you have stole something back in 1970, but it was a part of a pattern, you stole that. Then 2 years later, you stole something else, and you had a team and an organization continually stealing. They could use the evidence against you from 30 years ago that overrides the statute of limitations. That's why I'm one of the people, even with the, and by the way, I should talk about the R.I.C.O case eventually, because technically I am going to stand corrected, even though I think there's a whole thing going on with the jury now. I'm watching it play out. The only person I've ever known to beat a R.I.C.O is Yak Gotti. Only person. Not only person in life, but only person in pop culture. The way a RICO is set up is that as long as you had a pattern of behavior that continued beyond the statute of limitation, that crime is admissible. So, for example, as they said, let's go back to what they said.
I want to say that.
Do part 2 next.
Okay, because there's some more to this. Because I reached out to the Southern District of New York, who, if it was to go criminal, that's who would take it on, and a few other people. So I want to get into that.
Could they do criminal, or did the time already pass?
I'm not for sure. The technical.
First of all, the Southern District of New York is not going to tell you if they're investigating. I don't care who you are. Why the fuck would they fuck up their investigation? Oh, what the fuck? Sorry.
So y'all know.
Criminal, that's who would take it on,
Here we go.
and a few other people. So I want to get into
Could
that.
they do criminal, or did the time already pass?
I'm not for sure the technicalities of that, because I know that.
I'm telling y'all, this is why RICO statute is the ultimate. Because if they could prove a pattern of you doing that, they don't have to charge you for example, theft. They don't have to charge you for theft. They could charge you for RICO. And RICO don't got no statute of limitations. Remember, you heard what I said? That's what they charge Diddy for, RICO. But the thing, how you charge a RICO, you charge RICO. I got to get Myron on here, bro. Let me see if I can get Myron on. Now, what day is today? Today's Monday? Oh, he does a late night show. That's why. So, the point I'm trying to make is that statute of limitations doesn't matter. Oh, they got girls on. Okay. What the fuck? They got a whole shit going on.
Hey, football fans, Rich Eisen here. Are you ready for some NFL action?
Buy one, get two free survival food kits soon. Here's what others have to say about this incredible.
Beginning, it didn't really get answered. It just turned into a gym debate.
Oh, okay. Oh, they got people on. All right, yeah. All right, so Myron's doing a show. But we could Google it. Okay. So here's the point. A criminal RICO, the statute of limitation is 5 years from the date of the offense, right? So this is how it matters. All right, so let's go back to what that person said, right? With the statute, so the statute of limitations, number one, I believe we could even Google that too. Hold on. Stat of limitations for sexual assault. I think that's like, what the fuck? He just told me some shit. New York. In New York. Oh my God. For sexual assault in New York. Okay. Okay. So it says in 2019, New York expanded the statute of limitations for both civil and criminal for 20 years. Okay. So let's think about what's being alleged. If it's 2000, that will be outside. Now, here's the thing. This is why RICO is like this cheat code that the government has. The RICO doesn't care when the first incident happened. The RICO, because it's a pattern, it's an organization that does a pattern of illegal activity. It cares when the last incident happened. So if they could prove that within the last 5 years you've done the same thing or cooperated or been somehow involved in similar activity, that's how they could charge you with a RICO. So it don't matter if it's from 50 years ago. If in the last 5 years, right, you somehow acted like you were part of that organization that was doing it, or you helped them, or you did a crime like it, or you laundered money for them, you're now guilty of everything from 50 years ago. So it doesn't matter about limitations in time. And Also, here's the thing about statute of limitations that people have to get out of their mind. Yeah, they have statute of limitations, but it's constantly like overruled. There's a statute of limitations, but then there's an Adult Survivors Act that granted a bunch of people that fell outside the statute of limitations to file lawsuits. So there's always these new laws because we're in this woke environment that says, oh yeah, if you were too scared to like, tell people that you were raped in 2002 and that 20 years doesn't help you because we're in 2004 or 2024, which is 22 years, we're going to give a window of 10 extra years. You could file that lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And now we're in a more woke era. You go to that person, you say, yo, I know you probably thought you got away, but there's a extension for the statute of limitations. Pay me or I'm suing you under this act. So that's what's happening, honestly. Not saying people are lying.
People have been talking about it in like Texas. Is that what you're referencing?
I know civil they can't after 30 years after somebody's 18.
This case was originally filed in New York, so I don't know because I don't know.
Yeah, everything they're saying right now doesn't matter because there's a RICO. Diddy got a RICO. When it's a RICO, all they got to prove is that Jay-Z has contributed or has been part of the organization in the last 5 years. And it don't matter if they had him something at birth, which is like, when Jay-Z born, like in the 20s? Don't matter. They did a follow-up video, and I think this was the video here.
All right, so for the second hour, we're going to pick up where we left off with our very own LL Cool J from Brown Girl Grinding. Let's get into it, girl.
Period. Okay, so last hour when we left off, you had asked me, did Tony Busby respond to Jay-Z?
Yes.
And he did. So he responded 2 ways. So he posted on Instagram. He posted a photo of himself. This is a photo of Attorney Busby when he was a platoon commander.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Yeah, so Jay-Z had referenced that in the response that we read, basically saying, like, you're supposed to be this noble man, but what are you doing? You shaking down people for money? It's all a money grab. But he also responded with a statement that he posted online, and he said that Jay-Z had allegedly denied being the one that sued Tony Busby and his firm before, that he filed the case in a way that, like, it can't be picked up. The word is here, but I'm not going to try and read it. He also says that Jay-Z failed to mention that his law firm sent them a demand letter, and in that demand letter, they never asked for a penny. They just asked for mediation. Now, I will say I did reach out to Attorney Busby's office to clarify what would the mediation be about, because normally when you mediate, you want to come to an agreement. An agreement is normally money.
Who we playing with?
Right?
They're not coming for Beyonce tickets. I can assure you.
We want a record deal with Rock Nation. What are you talking about?
I can assure you that.
And then also, I thought what this one was important was that Busby said because he's alleging that Jay-Z's team and Jay-Z had private investigators and a bunch of people reaching out to former employees of the firm, their families, including the plaintiff's family and Busby's family, different people around them, basically to like show his power and scare them, allegedly, right? And he's saying because of this, Jane Doe said, you know what, name him in the lawsuit. And that's why they went back and amended this suit. Because again, this suit is not a new suit. They just updated and put Jay-Z's name in. And Busby is saying, I did that not because he want to shake you down, but because you tried to scare my client. So she wants to come out swinging too. She's not backing down. Yeah, so it's like a whole thing right now.
So what did they ever respond about what they wanted the mediation for? By the way, when
I did
they
not get a response.
Yeah, they're not going to. Tony Busby's capping about that. Like, bro, you wanted money. Like, come on, you wanted money.
It's a lot of folks settle, and Hov said, "Kiss my ass." I'm not settling, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that reacted.
I mean, I agree too.
Well, not a lot of people, but a lot of people, but the people, celebrities. Meek Mill said something. He said the goal is to start false narrative to create a matrix web. If you can control the storyline, you can control the matrix. American media is totally unbelievable. I see Jay-Z blank a 13-year-old girl 300 times scrolling. It's called programming. And then Foxy Brown also reacted. She said, "Wait." With an emoji on her story. And then 50 Cent said, okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm asking for a friend. And that started creating speculation because they're like,
lyricist that talks to your soul.
Okay, all right. Yeah, what's to be discussed is that everybody, including media, need to keep the same energy. If y'all start reading lawsuits and say these allegations are disgusting, and I've seen that, not necessarily from the Breakfast Club, I'm just speaking in general. I've seen so many hip-hop outlets, when they speak about somebody having an allegation, they said, these allegations are disgusting. Who would do this? And they basically almost align themselves by saying, yo, this is some crazy shit we don't fuck with. This is the first time I've ever heard them say, Jay-Z's about to change the culture of false accusations. That's cool, but y'all not keeping the same energy. That's my whole point. All right. We'll move on from that. Tired of talking about that. So let's get to Pusha T. Talking about Drake. In the last week, apparently Pusha T has done like, I don't know what type of interview he did. But he did an interview where he was like on stage and speaking about all type of things, including...
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle?
1,000%.
How did he do it? And then we'll get to you.
Did Kendrick win the battle? Look at y'all. Y'all be like, oh my God, Axe still defending. Okay, all right.
Your part, he talked about you, but I want to let you speak on it in general first.
I think that Kendrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul. Like, you can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. And the truth like cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that's, that would cause you to tap out, that'll cause you to sue.
Okay, let's pause before he says that. For the record, I just want to let everybody know I'm off that not Don Julio. I'm off that Patron Anejo, extra lit. And when I'm definitely lit, I'm liable to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Once I finish this, we're off stream, okay? Because trust me, I've killed the whole bottle. So I only say that to y'all to say I'm putting some Red Bull, Diet Red Bull. I hope no matter what I say now, y'all just be like, yo, bro, Axe just giving it up. And you know what I mean? If I ever have to admit that anything bothers me, it does bother me when, obviously I do like Drake. But like, I feel like I do tell the truth sometimes that's not in his favor. And when y'all act like I'm like just some mouthpiece, that does kind of hurt my feelings because, yeah, I'm a little bit biased. Of course. I never said I wasn't because I like the nigga's music. But I've always kind of made sure that at times when the truth is abundantly in the other side, you can't get me to, you will never convince me to like Kendrick's music more than his. Kendrick's music boring. So that type of shit I won't agree with, but I'm reasonable. And I don't know if those two things could like exist for most people who are analyzing this. I agree sort of with Pusha. But I'll say this to Pusha. Yo, Pusha, like I think what you tried to do to Drake, you didn't accomplish. Like, in my personal opinion, again, y'all don't gotta believe me. But I'm really just speaking honestly. I think Drake out-rapped Pusha, but Pusha had a big reveal. I think Pusha tried to do what Kendrick did. And I ain't gonna lie, I do believe that Kendrick spoke to Drake's soul. But it's not about just Drake's soul. Kendrick is someone who speaks to your soul. That's his angle. Kendrick is like therapy. You get what I'm saying? And I do believe that's one of the reasons why Kendrick is effective. 100%. Pusha tried that when he was like, yo, ghostwriting aside, so-and-so aside, let's talk about you. Said Sandra was blah, blah, blah. I don't think none of that hit with Drake. Only thing hit with Drake was when he says, you are hiding a child. And Drake, who wasn't ready to deal with that thing publicly, fell back. Kendrick is definitely, I've said this before, and this is the thing I hate about me trying to be honest, because Kendrick fans they always try to weaponize it other than saying, oh no, Axe is just speaking honestly. Yo, Kendrick's really good at that. Like, he's pretty good at that. I don't think Meet the Grams was the most effective song this time, but he tried to, that was the ultimate song he tried to do it. Yo, Drake, let me talk to you. You need to get ayahuasca. You need to do this. That's his thing. He did that pretty good here. Now, do I think anything penetrated to Drake? No. But I think it did to the audience. And people started looking at Drake as a person differently. I give Kendrick amazing props for that. Of course. Okay? Pusha did not accomplish that. Pusha just dropped the T. Kendrick lied, but it wasn't, the lie mattered too. But a lot of people, especially what people call culture, felt like Kendrick was peeling back layers of Drake and was almost doing what he was doing to Drake was essentially having the culture relitigate everything that was already cemented about Drake. Like nobody, like maybe you could say at the beginning of his career, people questioned his blackness. Nobody did that after 2015, 2016. Like that was over. Even to the point, I know he wrote a whole thing when the shit about blackface came out, but bro, that wasn't a thing that was going to win a battle. Kendrick did have people, and I mean, Ross helped, other people helped. It was like, white boy. That, yeah, we got it. Like, I'll be honest. Like, even hearing people have the conversation about Drake's past now is like, whoa, Kendrick was a little bit effective. That's effective. It is what it is. So I'll agree with that part of what Pusha T is saying.
That'll cause you to sue.
Now, the whole thing about suing, I will never agree with. Drake did not sue to win a rap battle. Please stop it. Please, just stop it. If that's your thought, he's not suing to win the rap battle. If he was, he would have just sued already as soon as he heard it. Drake was fighting 3 different battles on 3 different levels. The highest level was versus UMG. Now, I'm not even opposed to people saying, because I told you, I talked to somebody at Universal that said, Drake, that wasn't smart that you did a rap battle when you're negotiating. That's not a smart thing to do. That is true. But if you want me to believe, oh, Drake, he turned into a Karen. No, he didn't, bro. No, he didn't. Bro, Drake knew at the beginning of this rap battle and he knew at the end. Kendrick could never replace you, even if he out-rapped you. Even if he out-battled you. He could never replace you. He knew that. And he still knows this till today. His lawsuit has nothing to do with trying to change your perception. If it did, wouldn't he try to explain it? If you're thinking that Drake sued, remember, a rap battle is the epitome of the court of public opinion. If he's suing to win the court of public opinion, number one, the court of public opinion is saying, what you did is whack. Wouldn't he come out and try to damage control? Y'all claim I'm a puppet for him. Wouldn't he say, Act, could you just tell them this side of it? He hasn't. Because it's not about the rap battle. It's okay if you say Kendrick won. It's okay. He's okay with that. He's also battling on another front with his label. So that's why I reject anyone saying he sued because he lost the rap battle. Now, I'm not, and both things could be true. If Drake doesn't lose, he doesn't sue. I agree. But him believing or filing a lawsuit is because he's looking at his label, not Kendrick. Bro, if you ask Drake about the Pusha T battle, he's not going to be like, oh my God, everybody has to say I won. Doesn't give a fuck. Bro, he felt he did his shit, put his shit down, was amazing with what he did. He had diss songs that didn't drop. But he made that choice. I'm good. So if you want me to believe that he's suing to win a rap battle, that's just not what it is. Okay? And that's with me saying it's okay if you believe he lost the rap battle. If you ask me, and maybe you don't want to ask me, you probably shouldn't ask me. Drake is my favorite rapper. I don't think anyone has ever out-rapped Drake. I've never seen it. I promise y'all. I've just never seen it. I've never seen someone out-rap Drake. I remember saying to Drake, this is back in 2019. I don't know, maybe 2018. I said, bro, whatever, I get it. You have all that shit. I don't give a fuck. The fuck am I? Is this Maury? Is this fucking what do you call it again? Jerry Springer? I said, I'm happy with the fact that me personally, I believe that you out-rap Pusha T, a well-reputed lyricist in this game. You out-rapped him with Duppy Freestyle. Now, did he out-T you? Which I think that he lived up to his name, Pusha T. Yeah, of course he out-T'd you. Of course. But did I feel that you didn't live up? Because I look at Drake. Drake is my favorite rapper. If he gets out-rapped, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was more upset that Drake let that beta nigga, what's his name? J. Cole out-rap him on first person shooter, because he did. I'll be honest. J. Cole out-rapped Drake on first person. I was more upset at that than the Pusha T thing. Nigga, fuck public perception. As long as Drake don't get out-rapped, I'm good. Because I like to be like, yeah, y'all can say A, B, C, and D. I get it. He's been winning for 15 years. Y'all want him to lose. I get it. Listen, when you at the top, look at me at the top. There's mad people just trying to, let's try to get, I get it. But as long as I can say niggas ain't out rapping, I'm good. And I definitely believe they out-rapped Pusha T. Pusha T out-T'd him. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember talking to him about this. He could tell y'all if he ever speaks about this. I say, you should know this for future battles. Niggas might try to out-T. That's part of battling. I know you were like, what the fuck? Like, because I do think that's one of Drake's faults. It's like his understanding of battling in hip-hop. He's thinking that fans are going to hold people accountable. Like, honestly, he really is like, Kendrick's lying about me. Kendrick says I have a child. Like, he's a lie. Like, that's not true. But this is the same hip-hop who praise niggas who claim they killed people who never did. Hip-hop is all about the lies. So thinking there is an integrity or like there's referees, that's also Drake's fault. I'll say that. Bro, I had that talk with Drake. Drake was just like, my nigga, this nigga can't rap with me. Right now, he's just saying random shit. He's saying shit that people are going with, but the nigga's, this is nigga's lying. Okay. But you know what happened? And this is where I got to be honest. This is me being honest. The fans said, we don't care if you got a kid. Like they just laughed at him even though it was false. Then it came to, okay, Kendrick realized, and by the way, if you ever notice how Kendrick dropped, after he realized that Drake rapped about, there's egg on your face because you lied, I don't have a kid, and low-key, we hyped it up because I don't have a kid, Kendrick then drops the ultimate double down that says, fuck that, you're a pedophile. Certified, I love it. And at that point, I ain't gonna lie. This is why, you want to know what advice I gave Drake? I'll tell y'all. I said, Drake, you're the GOAT. Nobody will ever be better than you. No more battles. The culture wants to see, you're Floyd, they want to see you lose more than they want to grade with an even gradient, right? A nigga could call you a pedophile, say you have a kid. They can say anything about you. The lines that people are quoting are lies. It don't matter. So unless you're down to go say some extra wild lie about him, and even I know some people are going to be like, well, he did say he beat his girl and blah, blah. Yeah, Drake started doing some fucking research. He got that from some fucking video. That, like, there were workers at some hotel that said that actually happened. He didn't make it up out of thin air. Kendrick literally made up out of thin air that Drake got a child. From what some moles and plans sent to him. He's like, okay, all right, well, Drake has a child. Great. We're going to run with this. We've never even seen nothing like it. Again, we could look up right now. There's actually were people saying that Kendrick beat his girl. Now, the Dave Free shit, and I know that's going to be the next thing. A few little behind the scenes stories or whatever, but that one, I'm going to be honest, I was just like, that was a stretch. That was a stretch. I personally believe. I never, I think that was a stretch. There was that was a stretch. Okay. But yeah, in reality, bro, I think Drake went into the last 2 rap battles thinking, as long as them fuck niggas can't out-rap me, I'm winning. And then he realized, no, you're the most popular rapper who has given 89% of your life, and it's easy to make up anything against you. And it's not about the rhymes. It's about the detail that could make you lose. Oh, well, you're dating a bunch of girls who are in their early 20s. Well, since we're all rappers and Kendrick is 35 plus, you're 35 plus, let me just call you a pedophile. And if I call you a pedophile, that's such a salacious story. Fuck how I'm rapping. Euphoria is one of my favorite songs. And for the Kendrick fans, you could clip it. It's cool. I like that song. I think it's a cerebral attempt. I think he does an amazing job of trying to psychologically dissect Drake. But I can't, in good faith, say that he out-rapped Drake. Family Matters, levels, and you like if we compare Family Matters to Not Like Us, Drake is rapping better than Kendrick. Come on. You would have to compare Family Matters to Euphoria, which is more of a lyrical masterpiece. And I know everybody keeps saying they hate the Hard Part 6, but I'm taking Drake lyrically. I still think Drake lyrically defeated Kendrick. But Drake, in my opinion, for the second time, didn't out-T these niggas, man. You got to make up some lies. You got to make up some narratives, some stories. He don't know how to do it. He got to learn how to do that shit. That's why after I seen that, I said, Drake, no more rap battles. I told him that. Now, he might not listen because he might, that nigga, he got a dog in him. Pause. But I'm looking at him like, bro, you're not going to create narratives and lie? Or you're not going to do it effectively? You're going on some shit you heard that might have a hint of truth? No. Make up some shit. If you had made up that Kendrick fucked his sister, that would have been way more effective than what you were saying. Yo, all right, cool. Let's say you made it up. Let's say, right? Your kid ain't yours. You fuck kids' way harder than that. You got to make this shit up. You got to go T for T. So anyway, I'll leave that there. So I'll decline or deny that part. Let's keep going though.
So Pusha T is back in the news.
Okay. Is there a longer version of that speech? Let's see. Is it this?
Do you? That'll cause you to sue.
Oh, there you go.
Be clever. You can be clever. You can say cute things. You can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. And the truth like cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that's, that would cause you to tap out. That'll cause you to sue.
Yeah, I'm denying the sue thing.
That'll cause you.
Also, I'm denying the tap out thing as well. I'm going to tell you why. Drake was down to keep rapping. If someone doesn't get shot, and I'm telling you this is a fact. This is not no act things. If somebody doesn't get shot at Drake's crib, he's down to keep rapping. $100%.
So Pusha T is back in.
What the fuck? I thought I just clicked on another video. All right.
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle?
1,000%.
How did he do it? And then we'll get to your part. This talked about you, but I want to let you speak on it in general first.
I think that Kendrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul. Like, you can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. And the truth like cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that's, that would cause you to tap out, that'll cause you to sue, that'll cause you to do a lot of things. It's crazy. Listen.
Pusha T, the man who handed Drake his first L in rap battles, right? We just seen him speaking at Saint Sessions Live, and he was asked about the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And he said that Kendrick is a lyricist that talks to your soul. The truth really hurts. The truth cuts deep. I think Kendrick was really talking to Drake's soul. Something like that will cause you to tap out. It'll cause you to sue. Now, that video was shot by Nigel D. He's a content creator. He's got like an Instagram and a Twitter and stuff if y'all want to follow him, right? But
I want to give a shout out to Foxy Brown. She's clearly watching. Foxy Brown, we love you. Yo, do I sound like mad non-hip hop if I didn't know like she was kind of like Jamaican? I know like she's rapped in Jamaican accents, but like I know mad people who ain't Jamaican who do that. She DM'd me like 20 minutes ago. She says, "Miss me with the fuckery." Act with the bunch like the little heart. You know the little heart thingy. I'm like, oh my God, Foxy fucks with me. But I don't know what that means. Foxy. So first of all, I said, Foxy? No, sir, I would up on your page. I would up on Foxy Brown page. Hold on. Wait. Foxy. Oh, we gotta get. Nah, this is just took a turn. Now I need to talk to her. She said, "Miss me with the fuckery. Miss me with the bullshit." Here's my thing though, Foxy. Foxy, they're looking at you. Like they're looking at you as like maybe you're holding a secret for this guy, right? So just to translate, I mean, you guys get it. Miss me with the fucker. He's like, hey, just miss me with the bullshit. If you don't want to be in the bullshit, now is the time to just be quiet. If you're speaking at all, it kind of says that maybe you got some shit. And we all know and believe Foxy's just a real chick. She's just not finna. But it's like, if you're not coming out to say, yo, I love Jay, he's a great guy, he ain't do nothing, it's going to be taken as either you're being silenced or you're itching to tell us something. Foxy. Oh, Foxy sent me the nicest message. Jeez. Foxy's amazing. Chat, I'm trying to process it. Yo, wait. Foxy might be watching us? Okay, we do have like 22,000 people in here, but still. Yo, chat. Yo, I'm the best at my job when I'm talking. Well, not everybody. Like when I'm talking to Mika, I'm hoping he watching. But like Foxy and those people, like I look at Foxy like super a legend. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking Foxy's never seen a nigga like me stream. But she messaged me. Foxy, I gotta get you on here now. What were we talking about? Drake and shit? Drake could be alright. Oh, man. We'll see. Okay. All right. Yo, it's been my thought, and I'll wrap this up with a Pusha T and Drake thing. I'm no longer in a position, like, I'll argue with anyone who says Pusha T out-rap Drake. But if you want to say Pusha T won, okay. And really, most of me not arguing that is Drake stopped rapping, right? And same with Kendrick too. Me personally, and you could call it cope, I don't think Drake has ever been out-rapped. I don't believe that. Like, I listen to all these guys' music. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you say Drake has someone drop a bigger hit than him, yeah, Not Like Us was bigger than, like, it was more of a catchy hit than Family Matters. Like, of course. Of course. Like, I'm not denying that. But bar for bar. And that's what I see a rap battle as. Because here's the thing. Drake just drops hits all the times. If y'all niggas want to go hit for hit with him, go get in the verses with the nigga. When I see a rap battle, I think bar for bar. Anyway. So I'm not here arguing that, Kendrick had a bigger hit than him. I'm also not agreeing that, people gave Pusha T the win because Drake stopped responding. I'm really only speaking about Drake out rapping or being out rapped, okay? Now, I do give Kendrick, and this is, me wrapping it up, I give Kendrick that credit of Kendrick is a cerebral assassin. I've always said that. Kendrick is someone who's going to try to pick you apart, have you second guess your movements, have you second guess people around you. I said that before. And did he execute that perfectly? Yeah. He did what he needed to do. Can't be mad at it, right? But I'm still sticking with the point. I don't think he got out-rapped. And yes, two things can be true. If you told me that Drake lost the battle versus Pusha T, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll only argue with you if you say he got out-rapped. So, hopefully that can make sense in your world. And I ain't gonna lie. At this point, people looking at Kendrick, they are giving him this victory. I'm not prepared to argue with people about that. Even if my view of the battle might have been slightly different. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. Really quickly, chat. Oh. How did I get to that? Let me get a look. Why am I still touching on Jay-Z stuff? Hey, I don't know who this nigga is, but some nigga named Kenny Burns. Yo, I be wondering how much Jay-Z is paying all these niggas, man. Look at this shit. This nigga say, black media specifically, you should be ashamed. Jay-Z has exemplified black excellence and inspired us all with along the way with real, actionable, tangible examples, and you choose to post a baseless accusation. What happens to protecting our heroes? Anything for likes or clicks? Disgusting. The end of era, the era of irresponsibility is coming to an end. Yo, Kenny Burns, I don't know who you are, brother. But I do want to tell y'all this. And I want to keep it very succinct and finite. There was an era, and I hate to bring Drake into this, but I distinctly remember having a conversation with Drake. Because media is changing. I always liked Drake's music, but I used to clown it a lot. And, people would bring, you never gave Drake a credit for having a classic album, because I was going off this old school criteria of what a classic was. And it was the...
So, Jay-Z has been accused of R-wording a 13-year-old. I'd be lying if I said I'm not surprised that news like this was coming out, bro. From listening to what X said, I agree this is a money grab. But I also do agree that if you really, really, really search deeper into Jay-Z, you will see he was definitely with underage women, not even with him above the age of 18, but with him above the age of 21, like 24, 25. Jay-Z is old, man. It's like, hey, when you're in the game that long and you have that much money, you literally, he could have picked any girl he wants, but hey, it's crazy how men in power, they just have a thing for young women, like young girls. You can't even wait for it to be 18, bro. Like, damn. But Jay-Z, Diddy, it's a crazy world we live in. Just gotta wait and see what comes out next. Who knows? And if this gets paid off quick, we will know what is up. It's deeper than we think. It's a lose-lose situation if it's true. But if it's fake, I feel like people who file fake lawsuits, they need like, yeah, like something backfiled on them. But just gotta wait and see how everything goes. Your boy Big Act News. Make you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.